Hi, I'm filmmaker John Borowski.
I'm Vincent Castiglia, New York-based artist.
And we're here to talk to you about an exciting new documentary project. It's a feature documentary film based on Vincent's life and his work.
I'm Vincent Castiglia. I'm a New York-based surrealist working in unusual media. I work exclusively in human blood. It's been my blood. I'm now beginning to work in the blood of my collectors.
Having created numerous biographical documentary films on serial killers, I'm familiar with some pretty grim subjects. But I'm also a lover of art, and I'm really compelled to create a film not only focusing on the process of how Vincent paints in human blood, but I also wanted to learn where the inspiration for his art comes from.
A lot of it is like me, like her legs. Mine are essentially like that. They don't work, and I've got to lift them and move them around, and her arms are even impaired. A wheelchair is not a very common piece in the art world. It's not very often do you see a woman in a wheelchair like that, and I love it.
We've created a fundraiser to help raise funds for the production of the documentary.
We could really use your help contributing to the project, and we've got a lot of one-of-a-kind perks that we're offering in exchange, which are only going to be available through this project.
He's one of the pioneers of his style in the contemporary art world. And when you're looking at his work online, the one thing that you would never expect is how large some of these pieces are. And the one thing that a lot of people would think is they see this sepia-toned painting and they're like, oh, this guy is just doing really photorealistic sepia-style watercolor paintings. And then you start getting into the fact that the actual paintings are done in blood.
Vincent's the kind of artist that puts so much of himself in his work, including his blood. But the fact is that his work really transcends that there is a kind of very classical sensibility to what he does, and the way that he views the subject and projects it onto the pages is really, it's astonishing. And it's what the great masters must have felt. It's what Da Vinci must have felt. You know, it has that grandeur.
Violence to the flesh and mutilation were kind of a big part of my earlier life and growing up, and so that, you know, almost necessarily found its way into the work as a kind of catharsis and really just an echo of it. And the work is so very intimately about where I am at a particular period of time, and you know, at this point the inspiration has shifted from a pretty painful place to one of hope. They have this this sanctity to them, you know, because it's how I've found peace, you know, through my work. My work has been like my salvation in a lot of ways. If I didn't have it, I don't know where I'd be.